such an asshole!
Hey everybody, old Captain here. It's Asshole Consulting. Did a wonderful hike over at Elephant Peak, over in Cave Creek. It's where all the old rich white people live in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And my one Vietnamese buddy, the talented Mr. Lee, of course, because I'm a racist. Hey Cappy, longtime fan, repeat customer, I need your services again. Should I drop out of my university's computer science degree to become a full-time private piano teacher? And I was like, you could just see the veins pulsating in my forehead. I know teaching sounds like a fucky job. Good adjective. But right now I make about $300 a week with my students, so hear me out. I get paid $30 to $45 an hour, and my rates can eventually reach $60 if I become more versatile. I will save $12,000 over 2 years in tuition and will continue earning even more. Teaching allows me to work from home, and programming can be self-taught. 4, focusing on music can open up more gigs for me, which is a decent return in terms of time spent practicing. My only real goal for the future is to be minimalistic. Do you think it would be smart to drop out? Video preferred. Cheers, Andrew. Okay. If you are truly going to be minimalistic, and we have to understand what minimalism is and the point. The whole point of minimalism is so that you get the most amount of free time in your life. As long as you can take care of yourself, as long as you're not a Hillary Clinton supporter, you don't expect a government handout, you take care of yourself, you try to do what you enjoy, or you try to do something you don't enjoy but very little of it that pays enough that you could go out and have fun. And if you're willing to be a minimalist, then yeah, that's one of the great benefits of being a minimalist. You don't have to piss away 4 years of your youth going to college. Now, me, that's one side where it's like, haha, I don't need that much money. But you still do need money. And whereas you make a commendable wage teaching piano, and maybe you got that niche, and maybe this will carry you through to the rest of your days, I would definitely have a plan B, of which you kind of hint at here, talking about how programming can be self-taught. And that is something that I also like, where, especially when it comes to computer science, because it's like, okay, employers really want the programming skills. It's not necessarily that they want the degree, but with progressive credentialism, a lot or an increasing amount of them are wanting that degree. A way to test it is to scale it. A way to solve this problem is to scale it, where it's like, okay, I'll get my 2-year certification. You already have your 2 years in. Maybe you go get an associate's, take a couple other classes so you have an associate's in computer science. But then dropping out, becoming a minimalist, and then teaching yourself programming on the side while you're teaching piano, I think that's a brilliant idea because, again, you don't need the money. You can live off your piano teaching. You're going to save a lot of money. You diversify your skill set. You got a 2-prong approach where you're teaching piano and then you're learning programming on the side. You already said you know Java, or JavaScript, so that's pretty good. You are the ideal candidate to drop out of computer science, self-teach yourself, see if you can't get some gigs on the side, see if you can't keep your IT skills fresh, see if you can't make a go of this without having to go to college, and then also to get employment or at least have some in-demand skills that will lead to employment in the IT industry without having to go to college. If you could do that, that's great. You avoided college. You didn't have to pay. You're not a dipshit. You didn't go like where all the suckers and the chattel and the lemmings and the fucking sheep went. So I think that's a great idea. I would go and teach piano. I would not lose your skills, though, in IT. And this is very important. You have to keep that up until all of a sudden, like, you are very secure in your piano teaching. Because I remember teaching dance, like, you know, I was young and stupid. I'm like, well, I made $35,000 this year. It's going to be like this every year. A recession hits, or what is it? Dance the Night Away, whatever that show was. If it goes off of TV, all the sheep will stop watching the dance shows. And then all of a sudden, enrollments tank. And they did tank in the housing bubble. So I would not bank on the piano teaching money at all. I would keep on going until one of two things happen. You start getting offers and contracts as a programmer that you can supplement your piano teaching income on the side quite well. And if piano teaching goes away, you'll have that kind of income, minimalist as it may be, but you'll have that income that you're not going to starve or be desperate. Or it comes to the point where you're programming, you learn, oh my gosh, I really do need a computer science degree, in which case you simply return to college or take classes part-time. You don't have to go full-time. And I'd almost say that if you're teaching piano all day, Forget if you could teach yourself in person or self-teach or through YouTube or a programming boot camp. Dude, just you need to get out and say hi to fellow adults or equal-minded people. You can't be teaching little 5-year-olds how to play piano, hoping they become the next Victor Borga, and that's all you do. I'd almost say that you'd probably want to go back to college, at least for like a class or two per semester, just to get out, just to go and say hi, and just as almost a mental or psychological release, which will also then slowly gravitate you towards graduating with a degree in computer science. But no, I like your idea. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's measured. You're not over investing in something that may or may not pay off. You're not over investing in something that you could probably teach yourself at home. You're only going to invest in a college degree if you're bored and you need something to do more for the ulterior motive is socializing or talking. But then you're pursuing what you like to do, and if you can make money doing that, fuck yeah, absolutely. But you cannot just say, oh, I'm a piano teacher, I'm really great, and I've never, that's not security in my mind. I would like to have a plan B and a backup skill that's really good. So, like me, I can always work security, I can always teach dance. I actually can't go back to banking. Actually, it's amazing how I can talk myself into banking. Hey, you guys suck. I see you got bailed out here by the taxpayer. Do you want that to happen again? No, you don't. Thank you very much. Hire me. I got a couple gigs that way. And then it's like, oh, you want me to do the same shit that led to everybody. But I'm secure. I feel safe. Like, okay, even if this all went away and asshole consulting went away and the writing went away and classes went away, there's other skills I have. Make sure you got more than one skill. Make sure you got more than one ace up your sleeve. All right, that's all we got. Best of luck to you. Toodles.